So at this point, to replace this messed up charger port, I had to pull this out. Bunch of screws, 2 of these guys. Used an Allen wrench for that, although it's not the proper tool. Had to pull the tire off, of course. Looking at the cable, it comes up and across, goes down to the front around, comes up here, and ends up on the charger. Take it that is a charger. To get this puppy out, it was best that I looked at the brand new one. All I had to do is stick a screwdriver into here to pop that out. So, yeah, it's not gonna work. But basically, get a screwdriver into this little piece right here. Alright, that's not good. Screwdriver right up in the front here, or in the front back there, as it's in the car, and I was able to pop it off and unlatch it, which is what I've done here. So it's unlatched and unplugged, ready for the new one to go in. After I figure out how to get this all out of here. I just wanted to add this. So I got the plug off. I was trying to get this off. I thought it was a pin, whatever, but basically just get behind here and just force it off. It's not that big of a problem. And the other one is probably the same way, except it's way down there. So I'm just gonna stick a screwdriver in there so I can rip it out. And another one down there. Awesome. Now, to get the new plug in, you've got to have the handle all the way open. And then this slot has got to fit inside of here. I'm just putting this on just to test it out and see if it'll work. I don't think I'm even gonna bother clipping it in all the way. I know that won't just happen. Okay, so there you go, it's clipped in all the way. So I'm gonna see if it actually works before I install it. Okay, so I got the front disconnected. The one right before here, I was just able to kind of rip out with my hands because that's weak plastic. This nut here is for the ground. It's a 10 millimeter. And I think 1 or 2 more, and then I'll have to probably 10 millimeter on those guys too. And the thing will be out. All right, so I've got the first bolt out. It's a 10 millimeter. And I've got 3 more to go, which is gonna be fun to find. Because on this unit, they basically go in this way. And you gotta get around to here, and I can't even see those yet, so this will be fun. Okay, so I've pulled the, you can't even see it, way behind this guy. Push that one through, had to use a, actually I used a file to get onto the connector. Just, you can see it right there, if I point at it. Well, anyways, came out of that hole, and yeah, again, you can't see my finger. Anyways, I used a file to push it towards the front of the car to push it out and get this whole thing out. Got the brown cable out, but to get that one out, I had to get this guy out too. I just pulled on it, and the same thing with this guy here. Pulled on it, and I still got those. I got 3 of the bolts loose for that, but one's still gonna be fun. And then I also have these 2 connectors: an orange connector up here and a black connector here. I got a red clip which I'm gonna have to pull backwards. And then I guess what, I could squeeze or something. Or maybe not. I don't know. I'll figure it out and get back to it. Okay, so this guy wasn't too hard, so I had to flip this red locking switch back, and then right in the middle there is this tiny little unlocker. So if you can get into that and pull it off, and it came right off of there, which is great. And now I got the orange one, which I haven't even looked at yet. So yeah, that should be fun too. The orange one is actually just as easier. Pull the red clip by my thumb out and then push on this release right here. And it popped off rather easily. So now the only thing I have to do is figure out where that fourth bolt is, so I can get to that. And I believe it comes out after that, but the fourth bolt is way up back here. It's gonna be hard to get to. And I'm working on getting the front of this out. There's at least two clips that you can get from underneath here to push them out. But I can't reach the one in the upper quadrant here, just barely out of reach. But the bottom two I got out, and so I can actually pull this out somewhat. But there's one here and one here. I'm guessing there's going to be one here and here, but I can't reach them yet. So it would be really nice if I could get this out. So I'm being a sucker trying to get that last bolt way up on the top. This one up here. So there's 4 bolts. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 3, 2, 1. And I can't reach up underneath and behind and get in there. And so I thought, well, as I'm pushing around, I saw this was moving around, so it's actually rubber. There's the bolt right there. I can get on it with a wrench. 10 millimeter. So this would have made it a lot easier to replace this stupid thing if I pulled this cover off first. The cover has these four clips there. Now the bottom two are easy enough to get off, but the top two are a pain. What I ended up doing was, after I got the charge port out of the way, kind of like that, I was able to reach my hand in this corner and yank it back that way, which pulled it out, and I could yank it this way, pull the rest of it out. I don't know how you can get your hand up in there underneath this when it's in the car, because there's just no room. So there is an indicator on here showing where it's at, but sticking a screwdriver on it might pop it out, or might scratch the shit out of it, or might poke a hole in it. I don't know. Oh, well, getting the cable out, it looks like it's gonna be a lot easier to pull this off. So got this nut that was on there, and I don't know what size it is. That's not open. Whatever, it's a size. So with this plate out of the way, my feelings say that this will be easier to pull out. We'll find out. All right, so not only did I have to pull out that one piece that was right in here, I think I have to loosen this out too. So I got the one long bolt off there, but to get to the other one that's probably underneath here, I had to pop these out. So I popped all of these grommets out, which I learned if you put your thumb over the top of them, that they won't go flying up through the garage. And also, again, these are special, what do they call those, hex heads? But I ended up being able to just use a regular Allen wrench, but mine aren't rusted either, so it's good to go. Yes, the other part is, now I got all these bolts out. I don't see any other bolts, but it's not coming out of the front, so it must be snapped in somehow. But I don't need it out, I don't think, because I can just undo this bolt right here, and that's all I need to do. So I'll just do that and not screw up the rest of the car. Okay, so I got the 10 millimeter bolt out from behind here, someplace in here, I think, and I was able to squeeze this out some. And I got the connector past the battery. It's down there. So this is just going to be fun. Yeah, that's the word, fun. So this is getting more fun because this won't go through there. I've removed the bracket for whatever this is, And I've also gone all the way down to, let's see, well, you can see the bolts sitting there, blurry as it is. But for the horn, I pulled off the horn just to see if this will squeeze through a little bit easier. There she is. I have no idea what size that is, but it's out of 10. It's a little bit bigger. All right, so I finally got the old one out. There's a lot of pushing and angling. It's not really going to explain much back there, but I had to pop, let's see if I can point to it. The one for this connector, I had to pop it out so it would lower down some. Ended up raising the thing upwards. There's not much room here. I believe the official way to do this would be to pull the bumper off, or maybe the headlights out, but I can't even figure out how to get the headlights out. But anyways, the old one is out, the new one is ready to go in. Well, success, I got it in there. It was not easy. I had to angle the cables upwards as it's going through the side here, and I shoved it, I forced it. This is all plastic around here. I don't want to hit the headlights, but the fenders, you know, at that lower part there is plastic, so you can kind of give her a little bit, but be careful. But I got it through. There she is. Just got to finish it heading upwards, but this will be easy from now. Probably should also mention when I was putting it back in, I just pulled this piece off because all I gotta do is flip it up and down and bust. It's just got these little pins here. So pulling it out probably would have been easier had I pulled this off the old one, but I left it on. Oh, is that a mouse? That is a mouse. Little mousey, what you doing? All right, forgot where I was last time because I got a lot done. Put all the stuff back together again. Got this on there. Got my first clip in there. The second one, I don't remember where it goes. I'm gonna have to rewind some video and take a look and see where it goes. The horn's back in place. Wire wraps around. Well, it goes up here, and I still haven't connected connectors to it, but decided to go ahead and just slap this in a lot easier with this thing out of the way. Nice, there's a clip here, and to pull it this way to get the top one out, and then the other one slid out. Plus, of course, you have a connector on it, so you gotta pull that too, but that would have been way easier. And of course, watch out for scratches, because that really sucks. But I can rub that out, no problem. Connect up a few connectors here, and the ground, which is right up over there, someplace. And then we'll see if it actually works. So I still haven't got it fully installed yet, but I got the ground grounded on there. And I put up the two other connectors. There you are, the orange one and the black one. Clicked them in place, and I locked down that red locking clip on it. I plugged her in to see what would happen. And she's charging. So overall success. I probably saved 1,500 bucks out of $2 grand, something like that. A little bit more to finish up.